Going in depth now, KITV's Melanie Lofton has uncovered new information about Colton's mother. Melanie, what have you learned?
Well, we're in Granger because this is where I met some friends of Megan's. Lacey Bittner has known Megan for several years. In fact, the two were pregnant at the same time. Lacey told me that her daughter actually called Colton her little boyfriend. We didn't have a lot of time, but I spoke with her earlier and asked her what type of mother Megan was. This is what she had to say.
At first, she seemed really great with him. She hugged him, she loved him, she was there for him. There were a few things that I kind of saw that I didn't like. It was just she did her own thing, and everybody has their own parenting ways. But
what were some of those things?
Just the way she disciplined him. She was rough on him from about, he was still pretty young when he was doing certain things, and she would tell him not to. She would pop his hand pretty early, but the way she was raised up, she was trying to do the same thing with him and teach him at an early age what was okay and what was not.
And when you heard the news that Colton was missing and now that a body has been found that's believed to be Colton and she's the person of interest, tell me what that's like for you.
It's really hard because Colton, I looked at him like my own. She was basically a sister to me, and my daughter loved him. They were close, and it was really hard, but I knew Megan was into a whole bunch of drugs recently, bad drugs, not just little things like smoking marijuana or whatever. She was in big, hardcore drugs and following with the wrong people, and I think that played a part in what happened.
Now, I spent time combing through court records earlier today as well and discovered that both Colton's mom and dad both had criminal histories and both involved assaults. A suspicious death and a mother at the center of the investigation. Megan Work has officially been booked on charges of abandoning or endangering a child. She's a person of interest in the Colton Turner homicide investigation. We've reported Work had a criminal past. Friday, we found out exactly what she did. July 2012, Work is charged with cruelty to animals for tying a lead to a horse and leaving the horse without water. Court records call the practice cruel and unusual. In May of last year, witnesses say Work punched a woman in the face at a Cedar Park nightclub. Both were misdemeanor charges. The child's father, Brandon Pelfrey, has also had run-ins with the law. In September 2011, he was charged with injuring a disabled person. Cedar Park police arrested him after a teen diagnosed with mental retardation was found shirtless with an L drawn on his forehead. Police say the teen had been choked until he was unconscious and urinated on. Pelfrey reportedly admitted to kicking the teen and cutting his clothes with a knife. Pelfrey was convicted on felony assault charges. Now, Pelfrey has not, and I repeat, has not been named a person of interest in this case. However, because he served jail time in that case, that helps explain why he did not have custody of little Colton. For now, we're live in Granger. Melanie Lofton, KITV News.